Speaking Task 1. You will be asked a question about a familiar topic. You will then have 15 seconds to prepare your response, and 45 seconds to speak.
Do you prefer using public transportation or having a private vehicle for your daily commute? Provide specific reasons to support your answer.
Prepare your response after the beep. Start speaking after the beep.
I prefer using public transportation for my daily commute. This is primarily because it allows me to navigate through the city without having to worry about finding parking spaces or dealing with heavy traffic. It also gives me a bit of spare time during my commute to read, listen to podcasts, or to simply relax. Apart from these convenience factors, using public transportation is also a greener option, which reduces my carbon footprint, something I consider important.
Speaking Task 2. You will read a short paragraph and then listen to a conversation between two people. You will have 50 seconds to read the paragraph. After, you will get a question about what you read and heard. You will have 30 seconds to prepare your response and then 60 seconds to give it. You have 50 seconds to read. Start reading after the beep. Now listen to the conversation between two people.
Hey, have you read about this? The plans for the gym?
Yeah, but I could sure think of better things to do with the money.
You're kidding. I thought you'd be all for it. You go to the gym all the time.
Yeah, but I never have any problem. Sure, there are a lot of people there, but I never have to wait to use the exercise bikes or even the weight machines. Do you?
Not really. It's not that busy.
The other thing is, well, we have all sorts of exercise programs, a terrific swimming pool that's always open, great running paths, all kinds of sports teams. I'm just saying that a bunch of new machines in the gym aren't going to make any difference. People like to get their exercise in different ways, and on this campus, there are already plenty of choices.
You may be right.
The man expresses his opinion about the proposal in the newspaper. Briefly summarize the proposal. Then state the man's opinion and explain the reasons he gives for holding that opinion.
Prepare your response after the beep. Start speaking after the beep.
The proposal mentioned in the announcement is to increase the number of exercise machines in the campus gym. The reason behind this is that there have been a lot of complaints from students about the limited number of machines available. The man, however, disagrees with this proposal. He feels that the money could be put to better use elsewhere. He argues that the gym is already not that busy and there is no need for more machines. Additionally, he points out that there are already plenty of other exercise options available on campus, such as swimming, running, and joining sports teams. He believes that people have different preferences when it comes to exercising, and the campus already provides enough choices. The man believes that adding more machines in the gym won't make any difference.
Speaking Task 3. You will read a short paragraph about an academic topic, then listen to a lecture about it. You will have 50 seconds to read the paragraph. After, you will get a question about what you read and heard. You will have 30 seconds to prepare your response and then 60 seconds to give it. You have 50 seconds to read. Start reading after the beep. Now listen to the lecture.
Let's take an example from everyday life to understand this concept better. Let's say you have a friend, Anna. Despite being a strong advocate for animal rights and welfare, Anna enjoys eating meat. She knows that the consumption practices of the meat industry often involves mistreatment of animals before they are slaughtered, but she continues to eat meat. This is a classic case of cognitive dissonance. In this situation, Anna holds two conflicting beliefs. Animals should be treated well, but she continues to support an industry that treats animals poorly. When she is reminded of this contradiction, Anna might experience psychological stress. She may try to resolve this stress by altering one of her beliefs. For example, she may convince herself that the meat she eats comes from humane farms where animals are treated well, or she may downplay the importance of the conflict, explaining that her individual meat consumption has very little impact on the meat industry as a whole. This is just one example how cognitive dissonance theory plays out in our everyday lives.
Using the example from the lecture, explain the cognitive dissonance theory.
Prepare your response after the beep. Start speaking after the beep.
Cognitive dissonance theory is when a person holds two conflicting beliefs or values at the same time, causing psychological stress. For example, Anna believes in animal welfare, but still eats meat. This causes internal conflict for Anna. She may try to resolve this conflict by convincing herself that the meat she eats comes from humane farms, or by downplaying the importance of her actions on the meat industry. This theory helps us understand how people deal with conflicting beliefs by either changing their beliefs or minimizing the conflict. So, cognitive dissonance theory shows us how people try to reduce the internal friction caused by holding contradictory beliefs.
You will listen to a lecture about an academic topic. After, you will get a question about what you heard. You will have 20 seconds to prepare your response and then 60 seconds to give it. Now listen to the lecture.
Let's explore the profound influence of ancient architecture on modern design. Ancient Greek architects, for instance, often employed the golden ratio, a mathematical proportion found in nature, to inform the design of their temples. This ratio, approximately 1 to 1.618, ensures a balance between individual parts of a structure and the whole. Today we will see the golden ratio applied, from the design of high-end speakers to the layout of certain web pages, ensuring aesthetic appeal. The Parthenon, an iconic temple in the Athenian Acropolis, is a vivid example of this. Its dimensions and spacing of columns exemplify the golden ratio, delivering a sense of balance and beauty. When Apple designed its original logo or even the dimensions of its products, the golden ratio was an inspiration, emphasizing balance and aesthetic appeal. Another compelling influence is the use of natural materials and integration with the environment. Ancient Japanese architecture, with its timber-framed structures and open layouts, embodied a harmonious relationship between man, architecture, and nature. These structures would often blend seamlessly with their surroundings, promoting a sense of tranquility and oneness with the environment. A modern example can be seen in the works of renowned architects like Tadao Ando. His Church of the Light in Osaka, for instance, employs concrete, an arguably modern material in harmony with nature. Through strategic placement of voids and openings, Ando creates interplays of light and shadow, reminiscent of the peaceful coexistence of ancient Japanese houses with their environment.
How has ancient architecture influenced modern design principles, aesthetics, and the use of materials? Use points and examples from the lecture.
Prepare your response after the beep. Start speaking after the beep.
Ancient architecture has significantly influenced modern design in various aspects. One of the key principles inherited is the golden ratio, a concept heavily utilized by Greek architects, ensuring a balanced and aesthetically pleasing structure. This principle continues to manifest in contemporary design, evident in, for example, mobile phones' dimensions and logo designs, which prioritize balance and visual appeal. The ancient Japanese architectural practice of harmonizing structures with their natural surroundings has found resonance in modern works. Tadao Ando's Church of the Light in Osaka exemplifies this, using concrete to create a tranquil space.